Joining us now is Manila's 6th District Representative Benny Abante. Congressman, thank you for joining us today. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Angela, Pauline, Jessica. Good morning sa inyo.
Yes, Kong, so after hearing those allegations publicly, you have filed your raps against Attorney Baligod and of course the 18 alleged bagman of former Speaker Martin Romualdez. So why do you think you are implicated in this?
Well, I really do not know. No, in fact, I was very quiet. No, the first time that my name was mentioned, it was even in alphabetical order. I was number one, of course, Abante. Number two, yung aking kasama, si Romy Acop, and things like that. So I maintained my silence about that because I don't. I didn't even think it to be important, no, because there's nothing good about it if I say something about it. No, wala namang talagang maaaring mangyari. But for the second time, my name was implicated in the Senate hearing, number 7. I think it's time for me now to answer back and let the court be the one to handle it.
But prior to the emergence of these alleged bagmen of former Speaker Martin Romualdez, have you ever met or interacted any of the 18 bagmen, Kong?
No, in fact, I really wanted to face them. Talagang sabi ko, why don't I face those people and para baka may kilala ako sa kanila o baka nakilala nila ako o baka they would be able to really point their finger on me and say that I have actually received the maleta. No, si Attorney Leo Baligod, I know him personally because
Yeah.
he was recommended to me in 2004 to be my legal officer. So he knows me real well. Hindi ko alam kung bakit my name was even implicated.
But who do you think is behind all of this?
Well, I would even say that it's kind of a politics thing, no? Because I've never experienced that. When I became a congressman in 2004 to 2010, I was actually one of the most outstanding congressmen. I was even put into the Hall of Fame by the media. And then all of a sudden, this thing came up, no? I was thinking, well, siguro kung hindi ako naging isa sa mga leaders ng Quadcom, if we did not investigate the anomaly and the EJK that happened during the last administration, and I have not even endorsed the impeachment complaint, perhaps my name would not be implicated. But so I said, this is actually politics.
So do you think tantamount to saying that not necessarily the Dutertes, no, not the previous administration, but the supporters or alliances of the previous administration ang may posibilidad na may kagagawan nito or backing up the 18 bagmen?
Perhaps, alam mo naman, we're living in a day in which you know a good number of people want money for these things and they would rather be used. Yun ang mga inaakala ko diyan na naririnig ko at allegedly, no. So actually I'm even puzzled by it. No, I'm not actually shocked because I've been receiving a lot of bashings anyway. But I'm being puzzled that I would be included among those that have accepted maleta. I'm not, there are how many of us? Mga 35 kami, no? Nakita ko naman yung listahan eh. And among
Yeah,
all of those people
included
in
po
the
sila.
list were actually members of Quadcom. Oh, and members of the Committee on Justice that actually heard in the committee all of the things that we talked about as far as the impeachment is concerned. So ako, hindi ako nagtataka diyan. I'm just being puzzled that all of our names, dun mismo kami mismo nasa Quadcom included.
But others see this complaint as a way to silence the whistleblowers. So how do you respond to that, Kong?
I think it's high time that we do not go to the social media. Kasi sila naman talaga media blitz lang ang pinupuntahan nila eh, no? They should have gone to the proper forum for that if they really have evidence to show. And talaga namang naniniwala sila na nangyari yan. There is always the ombudsman. There's always the courts that they can go to. Why go to the media? Why kaya nga meron kaming sinama na isang media outlet about that eh. Why go to the Senate hearing, no? A Senate hearing cannot even convict anyone else, no? It's just a matter of trying to investigate. Go to the proper forum, go to the courts, for example.
Yeah, but Kong, one can argue that this has been a practice, di ba? Sabi nga nila, Senate hearing is in aid of legislation at a lot of people, yung mga whistleblowers, go there to air their side. And what makes this special na hindi na lang sila pumunta ng Senate hearing?
I was wondering, was there a resolution filed by a senator that this ought to be investigated in aid of legislation? Or they just called on them to come so that an investigation can be made, no? That to me, that's also a wonder, no? There ought to be a privileged speech being that has been done actually. There should have been a resolution filed in aid of legislation sapagkat wala naman talagang reason yan eh for any kind of any investigation in the committee except in aid of legislation. So,
Well, I was wondering, Kong, if would you waive certain privacy protections such as bank records and other documents in terms of investigation to prove na hindi po talaga kayo nabibigyan ng pera, etc.
why not? Oo, open naman yung mga, I could be able to actually even open my bank account if they want to.
So open po kayo doon sa ganun.
Yes.
Okay, so si former Congressman Mike Defensor has been open about supporting these 18 bagmen, So do you think he's also part of, demolition job against you? Have you, di ba dati po siyang congressman nagkasabay po ba kayo sa Kongreso?
Hindi kami nagkasabay, no? I do not know if yung tatay niya, oo, nagkasabay kami. Perhaps graduate na siya when I entered in or nagkasama kami na one time, no? I know him, he knows me too, and we're good friends actually. Of course, you talk about supporting an individual, supporting a presidential candidate, supporting somebody else. I think it's purely, no? Purely politics. Wala naman siyang nakita sa akin, wala naman siyang pwedeng sabihin sa aking masama. It's purely politics.
Well, of course, talking about the impeachment complaint nga, ngayon po ay magkakaroon po ng impeachment trial by July. And of course, still an issue sa Senado yung leadership allegations, or leadership issue po nila doon, yung fiasco, no? So, what is your take on that?
Well, I would think, ako hindi ko papakialaman ng Senado dyan, no? Ang magiging advice ko lamang kay Senate President Alan Peter and Senate President pro tempore Win Gatchalian is for them to come together and talk, settle this in a diplomatic manner. Yun lamang ang advice ko sa kanila. Pero palagay ko naman, matutuloy naman tong impeachment na ito, whatever, because that is already mandated in the Constitution.
Yeah.
They cannot do that, no? Talagang pag ginawa nila yan at dinila yan, obstruction of justice na yan, and they're no longer following what the Constitution says na kinakailangan forthwith pag-usapan na to at tapusin na because the impeachment is a very important mandate given by the Constitution.
Well, you were there also during the clarificatory hearing of the impeachment articles against the Vice President. Among those 4 articles of impeachment, which do you think carries the weight na talagang will, convince undecided na talagang may kasalanan si VP Sara?
There are several probable causes, no. We're not trying to establish guilt here, no. But we're trying to establish that there is probable cause in this impeachment complaint. Nakita naman natin 'yan, and we talk about that in the impeachment proceeding. Nakita ko, and I really believe that there are some probable cause that the Vice President should answer. In fact, hindi nga siya dumalo sa amin eh. Sana she was able to answer all the allegations, di ba? I mean, good for her also because questions can be settled if she would actually answer. Kung talagang hindi totoo 'yan, maka-quash yung impeachment proceeding na 'yan. Kung totoo 'yan, well, wala tayong magagawa kundi she has to face the music, no? Pero sa amin, ang pinakamatindi diyan sa akin, no, is the testimony of kung yung testimony lamang ni Sonny Trillanes, kanya lang 'yan, hiwala wala mangyayari. Pero the AMLAC, when we call the AMLAC, sinuportahan nila ang akusasyon ni Sonny Trillanes on the money that came out and came in, no. Pangalawa, ang pinakamatindi rito was that threat that she gave the president, being the vice president, that should not have happened.
But are you confident po, based on the evidence, ay talagang mako-convict itong si VP Sara, knowing that, alam naman po na talaga natin na some of the senators there are supporters of her, and even saying that they will stop the impeachment. I think that's Senator Robin Padilla. And the other side of the fence, ganun din naman sinasabi nila, these senators are also anti-Duterte naman. So, your thoughts on that?
Well, sana, they will really appreciate the evidence, no? They will not only look on, kaibigan ko to, sinusuportahan ko to. Talaga tinanong nila yung ebidensya sapagkat the people are looking for it, no? For example, like the testimony of Ramil Madriaga, kahit sabihin nila na testimony yan ng isang taong that was charged in court, he was only charged in court, he wasn't even convicted. We always believe that a suspect is considered not guilty or innocent until proven guilty, di ba? I mean, katulad niyan, she should answer that, no? Pag kinakailangan talagang sagutin ng Vice President na itong si Ramil, hindi niya kilala ito, itong si Ramil, hindi niya nakita ito, itong si Ramil, sinungaling ang sinabi nito, and then she should also answer the threat that was given to the President. Siya yung mismo ang nag-threaten sa presidente. Hindi lang yan, kundi she even contacted an assassin about that. No? Sabihin nila, biro lang yan. Well, the Vice President, that is the #2 most powerful person in the land, should not make jokes on that. Yun sa amin doon, no? So, maraming dapat na sagutin siya tungkol siya sa mga bagay na yan.
When you mentioned earlier about the AMLAC, the following the money of Vice President Sara Duterte would also give weight doon sa conviction sa kanyang impeachment complaint. But others would say also na bakit sinama pa yung when she was still a mayor, when in fact, that position is not impeachable.
Well, you've got to remember that whether it be nung araw pa na mayor siya, hindi impeachable yan. You've got to remember the Vice President is an impeachable officer. Tingnan natin maigi kung i-accept ng Senado yan, no? In fact, tuloy-tuloy naman Hindi naman yung huminto lang kami sa pagiging mayor niya Nakita namin to until she became Vice President. Doon nga sa amin, sa maleta, hindi pinag-uusapan dito yung magkano, kung nagbigay ng pera, kung nakita yung pera. Pero doon mismo sa impeachment hearing na ganyan, umamin yung ilang mga staff niya na nakatanggap sila ng pera from the Vice President at sinabi pa kung magkano. You see, yung mga bagay na ganyan. The vice president should answer that. Oh.
Well, you've been a lawmaker for quite some time now. And of course, if you were given a chance to give advice to Senator Alan Peter Cayetano right now, who's still, as people would say, clinging on to the position of Senate President, what would you tell him? Because who else, the Malacanang recognizes the leadership of Senator Sherwin Gatchalian. IBP recognizes the leadership of Gatchalian. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm quite close to Alan Peter and Win Gatchalian, and my heart goes out to the Senate, no, and to them also. Palagay ko unang-una niyan, sabi ko nga diplomacy na ang pag-usapan natin diyan. Let those two people talk, or if the president calls for a special session, then all of the senators should come together and make a vote. Kung talagang gusto nila si Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano, di boto nila. And let the majority come out. No? Gusto nila Senator Win Gatchalian, ganun din. Let them make a vote in the Senate. Yun naman talaga nangyayari in a democratic country, di ba?
Yeah, but on your opinion, based on being a lawmaker as well, yung proper quorum na ibig sabihin, tama po ba yung ginawa nung Gatchalian Bloc when they decided to, change the leadership in the Senate because almost 3 days na pong hindi pumapasok yung Cayetano Bloc?
Well, they had the numbers. Number one, hindi pumapasok yung Cayetano Bloc. So they decided to do it on their own, no? But they called on the others to come. They have decided, 12 of them made a decision to, nag-iingat lang sila that Win Gatchalian became the Senate president pro tempore. Nag-iingat lang sila dyan because there is actually a rule in the Senate on that, no? So magiging 13 niya later on. Narinig ko that they're able to convince someone else to come and join them. So magiging 13 niya. No? Sabi naman ni Senate President Alan, kung 13 na sila, he's willing to vacate the Senate presidency. Yun naman ang
Sino po
sinabi
yung
niya.
naririnig nyo?
Ako sa akin lang, ang prayer ko lang dyan, sana mag-usap sila because yung bang I received a call on some of the youth that we have, no, a call on leadership by example. Para bang hindi na kami example dito ang gulo-gulo na namin nalilito na yung taong bayan sana magkasundo na yung mga yan.
Meron ba kayong naririnig, Kong, dun sa isa pang po pwedeng sumama sa Gatchalian Bloc to complete the 13 votes to elect the Senate President?
Oo, meron ako narinig. Mahirap mong
Care to share the name?
sapagkat alam ko na ito narinig kong taon to. Very close kay Alan Peter to. I do not know why his name is always mentioned and cropping up, no? Pero
Care to share the name,
sabi nila sa
Kong?
akin, even Senator Bam Aquino made a statement in the media that
Yeah,
meron tatalon sa kanila na isa.
Ayaw niyo i-share yung name, Kong. Ayaw.
Well, ayoko muna bigyan ng pangalan niya. Baka ma-preempt pa yan ano na lang, that I will just keep it close to my heart.
Okay. All right, but Kong, before I let you go, of course, Curly Descaya is now arrested due to the flood control mess dun sa mga kaso na yon. And he was furious, no? He is furious doon sa mga sabi niyang kasabwat o yung mga ibang lawmakers daw na of course pinabayaan sila, nalaglag sila, etc. And he will name names. So of course natatabunan ng ibang issue itong flood control project na ito. But are you confident na hindi po kayo masasama doon sa pangalan na yon na ilalahad ni Curly Descaya?
I am very confident na hindi ako kasama diyan, no. In fact, when the contractors were actually exposed and revealed, tinignan ko agad yung mga contractors na gumagawa ng mga project ko. Wala naman sa kanilang ganyan No, the thing is, I think Descaya should now really open up his what he's trying to keep, no? Palagay ko naman marami siya nalalaman. So sabi niya 150 congressman yan. There are 311 congressman po. Kaya reveal niya na, sabihin niya na mga pangalan yan. Wala nang dapat itago pa dyan. Kung talagang totoo yan. Kung talagang totoo yan. Sana hindi siya nagwi-witch hunt lang dyan. No? I hope it's actually true.
Alright, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, Manila 6th District Representative Benny Abante. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning.